Hello, folks of UTMS. Welcome back to Ace Attorney Justice for All, Episode 3. Heading to court. Let's get it. I don't want to do this one. I decided that the first day of this case was one of the weakest days of the series so far. I do not like it. But we'll get through it. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, don't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick? Max is really nervous. It's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you gotta make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe you should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No, we can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max, just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? You can see it now, the dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really, no one used to fly today. Nick, what's the look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Oh no. December 29th, 10 a.m., courtroom number 2. Here we go. Von Karma on the stands. On a case of one. What? Your Honor, get on with it. No, sorry, I just realized the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So, well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild's a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. Huh, I wonder if that's to our advantage? Ms. Von Karma, opening statement if you please. Hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yo, what's up, Shrew? Very glad to see around this case. Yeah. I'm, you know, we're getting through it. Eh? It's not all bad. That's not all bad. That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. But welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well this week. Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. I was just thinking about this. Like, it's very funny because I love how goofy the game is, but when the game is, like, textually goofy, it gets worse. You know what I mean? Like, the game works because everybody's insanely goofy, but they're all being really serious about it. And so when people are trying to be funny and are actual clowns, it's like, I don't know. Like, Mo himself wasn't bad, and I liked what he you know, his relationship with the ringmaster. But, like, these characters that, like, even Phoenix are like, hey, what's up with this guy? This is it's pushing it a little bit. I think that's maybe what it is. Again, I'm out of here. It's fine. I'm just not, you know, not a favorite. Should also be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero zilch nada. I am not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of Von Karma to lose at anything. Guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not gonna bring her dad back. There. Opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Very well, you may call your first witness, Ms. Von Karma. Yeah, exactly. Like this type of stuff works the best when everybody's taking it super seriously. Like, to use a oversighted example, this is why JoJo's Bizarre Adventure works. Everything in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is handled with the exact same level of seriousness. And that is really, really important for the series working. Like, ordering food at a restaurant is handled with the same level of import as, like, life and death combat situations. And that's really important. And this is also true for the most part in Ace Attorney, but So these characters are throwing me off a little bit. Yeah, and Max is I'm trying not to think too hard about the whole age thing because it's like it's not a great look. It's not a great look, to put it mildly. It's it especially it's not a good look. Trilo is rough. The whole thing is just a little like we have two people who are like completely delusional, which is like fine, but like that's two people. Three if you count Max, for being like having like a persona which is so intense he almost never takes it off. Yeah, but like Ben's doing the Trilo bit, so it's like it's a lot. Is a lot. Obviously, Ben has pretty severe social anxiety or some other type of communication issues, and that's all fine and good. But this like bit where he's like, oh well, I can be an asshole about it is very like, no, don't do that. Yeah. Anyway, Detective Big Gumshoe, get up there now. Oh god, poor Gumshoe. Like it's like something that is very funny. Like, it is almost never, like, it never comes up that Von Karma shouldn't be using a whip, period, let alone in the courtroom. Like, that's funny. The bit's gotten a little overdone, perhaps, but, like, the fact that this is just treated as, like, a fact in this universe that she can do this, that's very funny. Yeah, that works for me. Sorry to keep you from work, so I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, detective. Like, some of the, like, dominatrix stuff, a little bit, like, those jokes are a little bit, like, I don't know about that one, Chief. But, like, it's like, her just, like, interrupting a sentence by using a whip on somebody, that's hilarious. No mentions, miss, no trouble at all, I'm looking forward to this. Very well, I'd like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. Alright, detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Alright, here we go. Gumshoe on the stand. We know what's up with this. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. Here we go. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. Practice session broke up around 10 p.m. Murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. Cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebra in his neck. Okay. I see, he was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. A blunt object. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright, here we go. Get the Q key ready, folks. Here we go. Press. I don't think so. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal, maybe about an inch and a half was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground till the next day. Huh. There's gotta be more to this. What's the matter, Nick? Oh, do we? That looks like an inch and a half. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? All the circus performers were gathered in a big town to practice their routines. When you say all of them, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and the staff were there. Regina the Animal Tamer, Mo the Clown, Ben the Ventriloquist, and of course, the defendant Maximilian Galactica and his victim, the Ringmaster. Almost forgot, Regina the Tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? Well, when I was investigating yesterday, you happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. After the practice was over, where'd everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regina while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Then the ventriloquist went to the front gate absorbed in his own world. The Ringmaster and Max went off to the Ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? Seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max is asking for Regina's hand in marriage. We're not gonna say that, though. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, not a problem, pal. We got a witness that blows the... Okay. This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright. Well, we'll just have to revisit the testimony later. Sick. Thanks, Fun Karma. Victim was found bent over a wooden box that is a donor. A wooden box. That's right. Victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It's a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Okay. Small but strong lock. Huh. Maybe my only chance, I may as well ask some questions. Huh. Contents first, I guess? Do you mind telling us what is inside the box? Well, I found the box. It was locked tighter than Fort Knox. Took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. A bottle? What is that, detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's the condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? Only one little bottle in that huge box? I wonder if that is some sort of special meaning. Huh. That's super weird. Can we go back on this one? I'm curious if we can go back and see more. Figure weighs about 20 pounds, right? Sounds about right. The whole thing's lined with iron. Iron plating? Why is it lined with iron? Maybe to make the box heavier. Maybe I'll do that. Guesses. Okay. Okay. Box is really heavy. Okay. We'll go back one more time because, like, you know, it's free. How exactly was the box locked? Quite a sturdy lock on it. It took quite a bit to open that bad boy up. So when you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yeah, it was. Some of the forensics team took it back to the precinct to crack it open. Alright. Nothing there. Cool. According to the report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this weapon, have you? Police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it's something that the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet he made this appear with magic. Well, then we have a good feel for the details of the event now. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we've wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. Hey, I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Diamond Gumshoe. You may step down. I wanted to talk about the weather. So, he said that the weather... I'm curious if we actually missed a clue here. The weather... The snow stopped at 9:40. Yeah, this makes this... I think my understanding of the scene is that makes the snow prints look more sus. Because if this happens... at 10:15, right? Let's say it happened right then. Yeah, if the snow stopped at 9:40, there's gotta be some other, like... It's very odd that we see no second set of footprints, which means somebody did this from a distance, probably. Very curious. Yeah, exactly. I'd like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. I was talking to Ben the ventriloquist. Wonder if Trilo will show up as well. Oh, God. Oh, no. Please state your name and occupation for the record. Full name is Trilo Quist. I'm employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me, the witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. Oh, my God. That row wants to cut off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. You're gonna believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with the song. The world, the law, sending guilt or innocence, decided by judge. Okay, yeah. Not a good rhythm. Okay. Trilo, you know better than to insult the judge? Shut up, just look at your nose. You'd think you'd have the sense to fix it. Okay, yep, alright. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. So true. What's going on here? Order! I demand to know where the witnesses. Don't worry about me, sure. I'll let Trilo handle this. I'm not worried. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright, we'll get through this, folks. We'll get through it. Once practice over, I left the tent with the stooge, I mean clown. Once I got to the lodging outside, I ditched and went back to the plaza's entrance. So when I saw Max heading toward the scene of the crime, he's the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Felicia took Magic Boy away. Okay, you saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that? Without a doubt, he had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. Like, you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we get the picture. That's one thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Oh my god. Well, since you're with him, doesn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why is that? Here's absolute proof. A silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendants. Ah. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. The clown was the murderer. There'd be no reason for his hat to be at the scene. Well done, Ms. Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Take a bow. Thank you for stating the obvious, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you have to say? Okay. Guess she's the boss again today. Yep. Von Karma hijacks the courtroom. Alright, here we go. What you witnessed. Once practice over, let him the stooge, I mean clown. Alright, hit him with the hold it. The clown, you're talking about Mo. Of course, talking about old fart, he's so pathetic I can't stand him. A little exercise makeup's running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 late to keeling over for good. Jeez, poor guy. Didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. And then what happened? Jesus. Okay. Why the plaza's entrance? Do some thinking, of course. Awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice, warm lodging house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. Saw Max heading for no. This is like literally the Steel Samurai case again. It just hit me. This is like actually the Steel Samurai case. Not just is it like kind of annoying and frustrating, but like we literally have somebody in the trademark outfit of, but not confirmed to be, the defendant. Of course, I'm sure. How could you mistake someone such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup. Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays. It's like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Okay, all together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. Yeah, Will Powers was like Will Powers was a fun defendant, and Max isn't all bad, but he's mostly very bad. Nick, I think you should put a little more effort into preparing your questions. What? Okay. Only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo? That's right. Makes him the killer. Only one person headed that way that night. This feels like a bad Among Us lobby right now. Makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's no proof it was Max. Well, we should have seen the Ringmaster, right? Because this one we're probably getting nitpicked over. It's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? That's the victim. That's correct. If Trilo was at the entrance of the plaza, should have seen the Ringmaster as well. Ah! Obviously the Ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The Ringmaster and Max went together to the Ringmaster's room. Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the Ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime. Ugh. It seems at this stage I have no reason to doubt the witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move on with the testimony. Trilo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Once practice is over, I left the town with the stooge, I mean clown. Okay, interesting. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? Suppose it would have been around... What time was it? I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time. I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? Can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is... Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling me anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone. What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Mr. Phoenix, right? We can all do without your offhanded theories. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. You can't just say that in the court. Mr. Wright, who do you suppose the witness was waiting for in the cold that night? Either Max or Regina are the options. We know that Ben and Trilo have reason to want to incriminate Max, but we also know that they were probably waiting for Regina. I don't know. I don't know. Probably Regina. If she was still on the big top at the time, they were probably waiting to talk to her. If he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Trilo's head exploded. You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares what I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it. Well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Alright. There was obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. Yeah, I was hoping he would stay exploded. He spent all the time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Shout out the murmurs in the court. That makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, I must accept there's a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else. Oops. Okay. Ow! Absolutely no proof the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans real this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina. Pain! Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was. Waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? That matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. Oh my god. More pain. Thanks to your bumbling, our perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Waste time going to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Apparently. Apparently we do. Unfortunately. About the proposal. Alright, here we go. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. Kept in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. No, you don't. You were going to propose. You, a puppet. Don't be so obtuse. Okay, doesn't count. Okay. No, it does. She's 16. Oh my god. Yeah, Von Karma's great. Also, that sigh at the end. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Alright. Moving on. We're just gonna, like I said before the case, we were warned it was gonna be a little much, and I said that at the end of the day, we can just kind of steamroll past. It's the game is not voice acted. We have control over how the game is paced. As long as we don't miss info, we can skip any dialogue that's awkward. It's great. Okay. Hold it. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct, to Regina? Okay. Okay, right then? Yeah. Got it? That's the truth. Alright. What'd you have to give to her? You know exactly what I was going to give to her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're going to die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring? Those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Options: pain equals bad, push on anyway. It's not even a joke. This is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to a human being. Ow! Allows you to cut this argument short. I don't have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony, specifically about the engagement ring? I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology. Oh my god. This is the 6th time, I think. Not 6th time. It's probably like 4th or 5th. But like literally the 4th or 5th time that he has one joke about the judge. The judge is old and is wearing a robe. What do you... Stop. 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 Plan on giving an engagement ring to Regina. An engagement ring? Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it. Just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. It is. It totally is. I'm just tired. It fits the in-universe bit. But kept in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. Think Ben could pull that off? I'm sorry, really. Okay. Okay. Yep. So you went to the lodging house to give it to her. That's right. Study returning practice so many times I lost count, but an uppity snob kept getting in the way. Uppity snob? You couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his wood block in half, and that was magic. Well, they always said love creates rivalries. For the present. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, true. That's really weird. So you're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am. Spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give it that easily. I wonder how much he receives for being in the circus. Okay, probably more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? Give him a heck. The judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more. Okay, well, I mean, like... Oh, God. Give him a heck. Yeah, no kidding. Okay. I mean, like... Do you? I don't get it. I don't understand this. Why lie about it? Trilo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh. So they're gonna double team me now. Let's recognize this ring. That's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief! Didn't you just test out this very object? I believe you said in the end I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Ugh! What is going on here? That's Ben, say something. Eh, don't put me on the spot, that Trilo. We lost commas here in this case today, by the way. Found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money in, like a bank vault? Ha! That filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, money really is a monkey in every sense of the word. Ah, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trilo? When was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime. What did you just say? Details? I need more details. It was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. There's just a lot happening. Like, look at this image right now. Look at the screen. What is happening? They got a great monkey noise. You gotta give them that. You gotta give them that. Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trilo. Back to the topic at hand. Haven't admitted a thing, not I, Mr. Trilo Quist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo? I know, let's have money on the stand. You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring, snatching monkey money. But you weren't able to catch up to him, were you? It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, the dumb monkey was able to get away. That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, what does indeed prove one very important point. To prove an important point, what could that possibly be? This is not it. I'm not 100% sure what the flaw is, but this is it. There is a huge contradiction in the witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness testified to the following effect. Oh, right, sorry, yeah, duh. I was thinking too complicated. I was like, what does this mean? No, yeah. The very, very, very obvious thing. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance of the plaza. However, the witness just stated he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix writes? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, Mr. Wrights. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, you obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendants. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him. No doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night. Told you so many times you think you know my story's not changing. Right, change your story, stick boy. I'm sure it'll change some more. Yep, alright, more lies. Let's go. Here we go. More layers. More layers. Oh, here we go. Witnessing Max. I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. It doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. Should have been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, and he didn't even acknowledge my presence. Absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactic on the scene. There's no way I can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. Except, like, you could? So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max. That's right, Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Max is the bringer of money. Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? I'd say about, I suppose, 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with the cross-examination. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night. Of course where I saw him coming from. Standing at the entrance of the tent the entire time. Guess that makes sense since he was considering he was waiting for Regina. Okay. About what time would you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you couldn't figure that out yourself. Okay, practice finished at 10 p.m. Okay. Indeed, what time was it? Oh my god. I'm no good at math. Okay, it was 10:10 p.m. Okay. I said good evening to him, didn't even acknowledge my presence. So you testified you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. Okay, yes. Okay. Impossible. Performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Trilo's evening greeting. Ben's half of a comedy act. Oh, what? I didn't. Maybe gotta go back and read that again? Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Especially if this was like the day that he had like been clobbered over the head by Max. Or is that the day after? If you hate Max so much, why would you rather be nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How was it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers? Well, wasn't being cordial to a coworker I would understand. Ow, that hurt. You need to think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trilo would ever say something nice to Max. But how do you go about proving out the evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one. Guess I can give it a shot. Williams will resume his testimony. Wait, I don't understand mechanically what we're supposed to do with this. Interesting. You are 100% absolutely sure what you just said. Told you already, geez, I am 100% absolutely sure. No way you can be more confident than that, right? Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh? Okay. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting at everyone else. Has to be on testimony somewhere. Okay. Okay. Alright, okay. Oh boy. Actually, we didn't press this yet. Okay. Okay. I think we hit him with the broken bottle. You know? No, music stopped. That's a good sign. Trilo, is it not true you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal. Just an argument, a disagreement at most. A disagreement doesn't usually end with someone getting clonked over the head. Ah! That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch. Okay, defendant's murder charge first. Truth is that the day on the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. Absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There is no way a puppet this lewd would wish up and say good evening to his rival. Objection! Are you saying this witness is lying? That he's trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie, honestly, I just... Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this for the courts. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? I'm pretty confident it's the Steel Samurai situation and it was a different person. Yeah, exactly. Casually putting Max up for assault just to prove this. Hilarious. It is my belief the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. What in the world? Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trilo saw that evening then? Oh, what are you talking about? I actually don't know. Unless it was the victim? That's the only person who makes sense? Is that it's Russell? Yeah, exactly. It was dark and snowy, so we give him that, but it's gotta be Barry. Didn't Max offer him his coat? I mean, it's gotta be. Considering the ill temper of this witness, only one person he would greet. Must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. Dude, don't be weird. No, Your Honor, it's not Regina. It was Regina, Trilo would have given the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yes. Suppose you got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You're correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct? Gulp. So you've been lying on the stand. Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Ah! He explode again. Order, order. How do you respond to this? Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man, but once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica. So true. If he's the ringmaster, why didn't he hand off the ring? I think it's high time to clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying who that person was. Was it Galactica, or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant the witness saw that night. The witnesses clearly stated he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols? Alright. Here we go again. All together now. Ow! Yes, yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. Thank you, Francisca. Oh my god. A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witnesses endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Ms. Von Karma, do you have clear evidence the person the witness saw was the defendant? If that's the case, it's impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes! We finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? Just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one, other than Maximilian Galactica, responsible for this crime. Okay, very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During the time of request, the prosecution prepare the next witness. Court is now in recess. To be continued. Okay. All right. It's going to be Mo next. Mo saw from the window. The thing I'm thinking about with Mo right now is that he had the thing in the ceiling. You know, there was the big X in the ceiling because the ceiling broke. Very curious about that. Very, very curious about that. So, very interesting. I have no idea what that means. Except that, like, he maybe could have gone to the roof. We also don't know who lives in the acrobat room. We got a lot happening here. Got a lot happening here still. So, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you're on stream, don't move. If you're on YouTube, though, make sure you consider subscribing to notify more from me. Check out the playlist above for more Ace Attorney content, and come by and join us live. I stream on Twitch Sunday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, twitch.tv/SL_TV. Hopefully we'll see you last and then soon. Until next time. Peace.